How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We are live out here in Otter Tail County. I'm with my buddy Cody. Introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
I'm Cody Hill. I own and operate Chill Guide Service up here in Otter Tail County. And tonight we're going to try to chase some crappies. We're basin fishing tonight. We just started marking some stuff on bottom, and hopefully some stuff comes through and we can have some fun here tonight.
Yeah, so I'm in a couple of fish donkey tournaments that I'm hoping to get some panfish here before they end. One of them is the ice fishing, the Winter Carnival for Minnesota, which I think ends on Sunday. So I'm trying to get into some nice panfish, hopefully get into some crappie here. I will be staying out on the ice tonight and doing some ice camp in the next couple of nights. So those will be videos coming up on the channel. But tonight, right now, this evening, into the night bite, I'm out here with Cody. He invited me out here. He's like, hey, let's get you on some fish. And I'm like, that sounds wonderful. If any of your guys' ice fishing season has been like mine has, you would also take him up on that offer. So make sure you check out Cody. I'll link after the stream's over. I'll link all of his stuff down below so you can check him out. And if we get into some good fish, you'll want to hook up with him so you guys can too.
Sounds like John Zick got into them last night, 12-inch. That's good.
Nice, John. Solid crappie last night. Where at, John? You don't need to tell the lake, but like.
I always just say county. That's always the best.
County's good. Yep. Good evening. Tucking the boys in so I can pay attention to fishing. That sounds great. How's it going, Blaine? Mitch, where you're at? Otter Tail County. Yep. Up here with Cody. He guides up here in Otter Tail. So he's been inviting me out all season. He's like, hey, come on up whenever you want. And tonight's the night I had the opportunity. Everything worked out. The wife's at home with the baby. I'm so thankful for her watching our daughter so I can get out here, get you guys some content. So out on the ice, we'll be live for however long we want to be. But the idea here is that these fish come in right about now and then into the night. So we should hopefully be catching some nice crappie here as we go through. We've seen some coming through, both suspended as well as down near the bottom. Most of our lines are up 5 to 10 feet off of the bottom. You can see how deep we are here. We've got 2 set lines, 2 jigging rods. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're out here in the core ice house that you guys can probably see. We've got the front camera here that we have set up, and then we've got a top-down view so you can see our holes as well as we're jigging.
Last time you came fishing Otter Tail County.
Yep. You can tell them.
You got your muskie.
Yes. Which was first ice last year.
Yep.
Out here with you and Joe Holland.
Yep.
And caught a muskie through the ice.
Hey, I'll catch the biggest today. Don't worry.
The guy that catches the least usually catches the biggest. Got him?
Holy smokes! A 40 what? 40.
That was insane.
That was fun.
Ooh, what's coming up to you?
Yeah. Looks like a fish.
That was nibbles.
There we go.
Oh!
It came off. It came off.
I think it was a perch. You do have your drag set, right?
I do. That's the first thing I'm checking. Yep. If you guys saw the video from last year, I was on an inline reel. I couldn't catch anything for like an hour and a half. And it was because I had no drag set. So every time I go to set the thing, it would just let line out. I tell you.
Making memories that last a lifetime.
Yes. It is. Hey, the video's on the channel. Who else we got here? Omaha, Nebraska.
Nice.
Yep, John. Makes sense. I knew that's where you were from. I just wasn't sure if you came up here to Minnesota to get into some. We have ice deteriorating quick though. Yeah, we do too throughout the state. It's different all throughout the state. Some areas are better than others. Some are worse than others.
We still have a solid 12 inches underneath us.
Yeah.
We are starting to get a little white on top. All our snow is melted. What else is everybody saying?
What lake? We can't tell you the lake, unfortunately, but I can tell you we're in Otter Tail County, if that helps. Because there's, probably only one.
There's over 1,000 lakes in this county, so.
Doesn't help limit it down. What deucer is that for live scope? This is the LVS 34. And we've got very small baits on, so I've got the gain a little bit higher, which means we've got a little bit more interference in the screen. Not interference, but we've got a little bit more of the specks you can see on in the water column because the gain's a little bit higher. But we need it because if we're this far down with small little crappie baits, it's important.
For reference point, he's got a single fat head at 4 feet to the right, and you can see that speck. And that's just a crappie minnow there hooked with a bare red hook. So that's how sensitive these things are.
Yeah, and it's not moving very much, so I might need to swap it out. It might have seen better days. I've got a Rattle Master with waxies that I'm jigging. And what are you jigging?
I'm using the Tika minnow, kind of partial to the name. My dog's named after it, so.
There you go.
I have, though, a Kender T-Rip or K-Rip, and then tungsten. We're just kind of waiting for them to come in. Basin fishing, this is a small little hole. Lots of weeds all the way around us. So they're kind of just roaming around, and hopefully we can get them to come out of the weeds and come out here and bite.
Put new batteries in that minnow. Yeah, so I've got an electric minnow lure that swims itself under the water. I might do that tonight. Yes, later tonight I might do that. Maybe I'll put that on my dead stick tonight when I'm sleeping. See if it can catch anything. I think it only lasts like an hour and a half though, so I'd have to wake up every hour and a half and swap it out. That's funny. Ramon is saying, that's crazy. I played with a live scope last week, and that is so nice having to see everything, not like Vexlar or Markham. We slayed the crappie, though. Yeah.
They each have their advantage and disadvantage. When I'm guiding for groups and we're hole hopping, the combination is lethal. Have one person run the live scope. I don't know if you do that yourself or not. One person run the live scope, and then everybody else running around with the Markhams or Vexilars, because they're a lot easier to jump hole hop.
Oh yeah, they're a lot easier to move around. Yep. No, I'm almost always on my live scope. I'll use just like a regular flasher though, at times, but that's usually when it's like I'm hopping around, like I know I'm on a school and I'm hopping around, or I use it sometimes to set tip up depths.
Yep. When you do tip ups, do you put slip bobber stoppers on your line?
I don't know.
So last weekend I ran a lot of tip-ups. I had a women's group, 16 ladies out there. And when we run that many tip-ups, I'll use a slip bobber stopper on my line. So then I know each one can go back to the same exact depth it was at prior.
That's a really good idea.
Hopefully something comes through.
It'll mark fish, but can't make you catch them. Haha. And yes, we all did that, but we had to get above them.
Yep. I miss what was he fishing for? Or did
slay the crappies.
Yep. Crappies do feed up naturally. So that's why it's always important to stay above them. Pike do it too. But just like any tool, live scope's a tool. You have to still figure out what they want.
I'm going to switch out this guy here. And that'll be fine.
You want to just put a jig down there on it?
I've got, this will be fine.
You don't have a minnow.
I don't have a minnow. That's half the battle.
There's why your minnow's not moving around so much.
We figured it out. Just a bare hook is hard to catch a fish on without anything on it.
John is asking what head unit to get it to upload video.
So you can get, so there's a few different ways if you want like clean video like this. You can either get a GPS map device or one of the new Ultra 2 Eco Maps, and you can use the Active Captain app through your phone. So you can hook up to it on your phone, and then you can just do a screen record on your phone. If you want HDMI out, you have to do either the 84 or 8600 from Garmin, the GPS map. So that would be your answer. All right, I put a split shot on here so it'll go down a little bit better. Now we're going to put a minnow on. Put a decent size one on, but not too big, since we're not getting too many of them hitting right now. But we want a little bit of flare. Stopped by the bait shop on the way up and got just about every type of minnow a person could imagine. Here we go. This is a red fat head, it looks like. We're going to actually dorsal hook because the last one.
That's where I hook all mine.
Yeah, there we go. We'll let her go down. Should see this one drop in probably, there we go, at about 5 feet out. You're going to see it dropping down. And it looks like we might have some fish coming in from the right here. Look at that one on the bottom.
Yep.
How far am I down there with this guy? Trying to get the dead stick to go down.
It's still early in the night.
Yeah. Still early. 6:30. Sun just set about 45 minutes ago. Here he comes. Yeah. Let's try to get him. Here we go. Oh.
Another perch.
Yeah.
Sadly, this area, we don't get a good perch size. They're mainly food sources for our other fish, especially the walleyes. And that fish just came up to
Check that out. I know. I saw that. Well, maybe you'll take it. I don't care what line they bite, as long as they're biting the line, right?
Yep.
Get them up out of the hole.
That's a bigger mark. Is it not?
On the bottom?
Oh, it was.
Oh, the one by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I dropped down to a tungsten.
I think they like because I dropped down and I had put glow on.
Yeah, I should have probably done that.
Here we go. Here we go. Pull it away.
I don't pull it away too much. There you go.
Here we go. We're hooked up. This is the Tuned Up Custom Rod Bullwhip. It does not feel big at all, but it is a fish. And it is a crappie.
Okay.
Hybrid. Kind of looks like a hybrid. Or is it just white?
It's just a deep water, black.
Deep black?
Yep. We don't have white crappies up here, so
Really?
I have seen one white crappie in my life.
So here it is. It's a little bit round. It's not long, but this is what we're working with here. Here, we'll pull it up a little bit bigger on the screen for y'all to see. There are crappie here. Look at the coloring on this. Interesting, huh? A little bit too small to even measure. I don't want to enter it into the tournament, so we're going to go ahead and let me pull this back off the top of the screen. We're going to shut its mouth, and we're going to let it go. Hold it for a second. Whoa, wrong way. There she goes. Shot off down the hole. You have a rag up there? All right, perfect. Thank you. There we go. Fish on for the night. Oh, there's Joe Holland. Dude,
Joe!
absolute hammer. Awesome guiding guy. He is.
What's coming up to that?
To the dead stick?
Yeah.
Nice. Hopefully it hits it. That was on just a very small Rattlemaster pink with a glow back. I think the glow is doing it. If I catch another one on this, I'm going to stick with glow all night.
Hey, Frank. How you doing, buddy?
Dropping her down. What's up, Frank? Frank, are you out of town now, Frank, or are you back in March? Is that right? Because I think you and I were going to try to get out around the cities there, if there's ice. On the board, let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Frank's leaving Sunday.
Oh, you leave Sunday. All right, man.
Safe travels, buddy.
Yep.
You got another one coming up?
Yep. It's glow, man. I think that's what it is. Otter Tail County, and how much ice? We're on about 12 inches of good solid ice, and then there's probably 1 to 3 inches of not the best ice on top, but it's not slush. There are a couple slush pockets if you drive through where there's remnants of snow, but it's actually pretty nice out here.
We haven't had too much snow, but about 3 weeks ago, we had a ground blizzard with some extreme high winds. So anywhere there was a fish house, the drifts got extremely deep around it, and that's why we're getting so many slush pockets, but they're 2 to 3 inches deep.
Yeah, they're not bad. Oh, he came off. That was a little one. That was a light bite. But hey, they're here and they're nibbling. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by.
We need to go out there.
We need to go out to Maine. That would be nice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And we got to check out that cabin, Joe. Once you get that done, you got to let us know. Did you see that? He's building that off. He's building like a cabin in the woods.
Nice.
Like they cut down all the trees. They milled all the lumber. They did, I think he's doing electrical now or something.
I'm not holding my breath, Joe.
$10 up for grabs on next fish, you and Cody. All right. We'll do it. I gotta
Joe,
give him
if
a
you're
little
still
bit more
on.
time. Oh, there he is. Next fish topside gets the $10 from Joe.
Joe, he did check his drag.
It was a little nibble though. It could have been a small perch.
Joe, you didn't tune in earlier. We already told about the nice drag incident.
Yeah. Yeah. It is good times.
Joe was with us when Alex got his muskie and not having the drag set for the first hour and a half.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was sad. I was so defeated. I was like, I can't catch a fish. And of course it was first ice, right? So I'm like, I just must suck at ice fishing this year. And I couldn't figure it out. And then there was one point, like it took me an hour and a half to be like, I gotta pull some drag out. And I pulled it and it just like free spooled. And I'm
then
like,
you're
oh
like,
my gosh. I was like, I figured it out. I know what the problem is.
Comes one up to you.
Yep.
I'm still amazed we got that thing out of the water
Yeah, I know.
and released,
Yeah, it was,
and none of us got cut.
nope. That was awesome. And like Joe got some of it on his channel live. That was awesome.
Joe, how long were you live for on Facebook or on YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube Live, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That was first ice last year with Cody and Joe Holland.
Yeah. And that was on a small tungsten.
Tiny. Yep. The
Yep.
Mickey jig from Acme on 4-pound test line.
I'm amazed you didn't break that rod.
And that was a 40. Was that I
That
got it
was
in the video.
43,
Something like
42
that.
inch.
Maybe it was a 42 or something like that. Yeah.
There is.
Muskie through the ice would be a dream, dude. It was like we were so like all three of us. We were so jazzed. Like it just made the day. Like the day was already great because we were catching crappie and bluegill. We were having fun out there, and then the muskie. It was like that's a way to top off the day.
We called it after that.
Yeah, it's like what else? What are we trying to find that's better than that?
I think the best thing though is you sent the picture to your wife, and her comment was,
I don't remember.
I don't
What
think
was
you smiled that big on our wedding day.
Oh, I think that's right. Yeah, something like that. It was like, oh yeah. Honestly, one of the best days on the ice ever for me. Yeah, Joe, when are you coming back?
I was hoping he'd come up after the ice show.
Well, he was here, but then I think his plans changed and he had to go run and do something else.
Okay.
But I'd say come back up here this year, but I don't know how good the ice is going to be. Unfortunately, maybe open water we'll have to have you here. Randy, open water muskie fishing can certainly be painful, yeah. But I'm sure, if I'm with Big Nick, he knows let's go, then fall sucker time, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I'm always down for those new fun experiences. Sean, what's up? How are you liking your 6.5 wide core? It's great, man. When you buy one in the future, you think you'll stick with 6.5 or would you move up to 8? Honestly, I'm going to give it another year or two here. And
hi, Mark. Off to the right.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry to cut you off there.
You're good. Yeah, up at about 10 feet. We'll see if we can't jig them back over here. This year, I'm loving this. I'm so happy that this is the size house that I have this year because of the ice conditions.
Yeah.
Like it's light. It has the skids built into the frame. And so you can't get any better than this. Where when it's down on the skis like it is right now, this thing is actually putting less ground pressure down than your boot on the ground when you're walking around. Yeah. So I would, if our future ice fishing seasons are similar to this, I wouldn't go any bigger. We'll see later this month if we get a nice deep freeze here in the middle to end of February, like it looks like it's a possible thing. I might see if I can grab one of their bigger ice houses and do a long weekend trip with it just to show you guys.
Something's chasing you down.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I'll let it. I'm pulling him back up. He's chasing. I don't know what it is, but he's chasing. Here we go. Jigging.
There's your bite.
He's got it. He's got it. He doesn't have it.
I think he has it in his mouth. Your line slack.
Yep. Nice. This is a better fish, the best one so far tonight, and nice crappie. Nice crappie. This one's for the measuring board. Hey, yo! Look at this guy.
There's another one down there.
Get on it.
I'm getting there.
All right, can't get the lure out right now, but look at this thing. Nice. That's probably 11 maybe, 12 maybe. We got to get this out of the mouth. You said there's no slot on this lake?
Nope.
No special limit?
Yep.
All right, we'll get a measure on it. I'm going to get entered into Fish Donkey. Do you think this is a good keeper size for this lake? Or
It's an eater fish.
Okay.
I practice selective harvest pretty hardcore, but that's a nice fish.
Look at this fish. Nice. All right, let's get a measure on it. I'm going to actually use the force. We'll get her entered into Fish Donkey, and then we're going to keep this one to eat. Since it's not a ginormous one, it's 11 and a half.
That's a good eater.
That's a good eater, 11 and a half inch. Here, let me move back out here so you guys can see. 11 and a half inch on the bump board. If you guys don't know Fish Donkey, the way that it works is you have to open up your app. I'm not as worried about being really quick here because I am going to harvest this fish. So I'm not as worried about that. But this was one that was up top.
Yep.
And I was jigging for it, and I was like, he must be gone. And I started dropping down. I mean, you guys saw it on the live scope. That is really cool. All right, so we're going to open up Fish Donkey. I've got to sign in. I got a new phone yesterday because my other one wasn't giving me good enough pictures. Got the S24 Ultra. I'm super excited. All right, so we are going to go ahead and throw this into the Winter Carnival one. What's cool is if you're in multiple tournaments, you can enter it once, and then you can go back into your saved fish and enter more. So I got to get a picture of the fish with the mouth closed on the bump board, and it actually crosses 11 and a half. And Fish Donkey tournament rules are they round up if it crosses the mark. So this is technically an 11 3/4 by Fish Donkey rules. So you got to do that, and then you've got to get a selfie. All right. One more look at her. Woo! All right. I'm going to...
You want it in the bucket outside?
Yeah, is the bucket out there? Yeah, let's just throw it out there. It must be still. Here, I can throw it out there if you want. There, you got it. Thank you. Yep. All right, we're eating fish this trip. So it's this guy right here, pink and black on the front, and then the back of it is white with the rattle in it. This is the Rattle Master. I'll glow it up here. I'm going to get a couple more waxies on it. I had 3 tipped on it. This is the smallest size that they have. I'll throw a couple. Oh, thanks, man. And then not coming up to me. Might need to glow her back up again. Tony's asking if you got any openings for Tully's.
Yep. You can find me on Facebook. Drop me a message. I offer pretty much 3 different Toolabee trips. I got numbers, which is really nice for anybody that's never been Toolabee fishing before. I got some lakes that are going to be bigger size, but we're not going to catch as many. My numbers lakes, it's not uncommon for us to get 40, 50 of them per person in a morning, but they're usually about that 14 to 16-inch range. And then my medium-sized lake is that 16 up to 18, but sometimes it gets a little bit harder, as we all know. Perch? I think you have it.
It's tiny. Did it drop
I
off?
think you
No, I think I still have it, maybe.
That or it just got off right.
I think that was a waxy that fell off.
Okay. Yep. It's a monster.
This is
Go
what
ahead.
we're working with. Not to distract Cody from what he's saying, but we got to show off the prize. Hey,
It's all about angles.
that's good walleye bait right there.
God, I wish that was legal.
Is that does this get the record for holding it far enough in front of me? All right, we're gonna let that one go. All right, so you're saying you have a few different packages?
Yes, I have a couple different packages. We do have a couple lakes up here that we do get them over 20 inches. State record is 20 3/4, if I remember right.
Really?
So yeah, we definitely have some options for those that are interested.
That was my monster. Trying to get that mark here. I think it's inching this way now. Could put a little bit bigger rattle master down. I got one hooked up. It's on a walleye rod though.
He's coming this way.
David's saying he just got off the ice. Unfortunately, I was curling, not
Nice.
fishing. Nice. Oh, yep, here he comes. He's above the minnow.
Oh, good.
Maybe he's coming to my jigging rod.
No, now he's angling down to the minnow.
Go ahead. He's just like floating into it. You can see the minnow trying to get away from him.
Oh, I think he just
he took it.
Yep.
Does he have it in his mouth though? He's got to pull a little.
just spit it.
Yeah. So he doesn't have the hook. Hold it. This is the bait feeder and it's open. I think he's got it. Yep. There we go.
Get this out of your way. Just
Nice crappie. Another nice one. Looks like the cookie cutter of the other guy.
Yep.
Just a red hook with a split shot. So this will be another eater. There we go. Show her off to you guys. That's why we're looking higher up in the water column. Because of these guys right here. Woo! This one actually looks maybe a hair smaller.
get your dead stick out of here so you don't
Oh, yeah, thank you.
hook yourself.
We'll get a little measure on it here. And we're going to harvest this one, so I'm not worried about letting it go really fast. Yep, it's a little bit smaller. It's just over 11 inches.
It's a good eater.
Good eater, yep. So we're going to get this into the Fish Donkey tournament. I just need to get to 5 of them, and then I can be selective. I haven't put any crappie into the app yet, and this Winter Carnival Fishing Tournament ends on Sunday. If you guys are in Minnesota, I highly recommend. There's not a ton of people that have been entering fish yet. And I think part of that's because the ice season's been a little bit rough this year. Mouth closed, pinch the tail, take the picture, get the selfie. Woo! All right, here we are, putting her in the bucket. Thanks, Cody.
As Alex is playing with that one, you can see another one starting to come into his jig spoon, into his spoon right now.
It's got waxies on it.
Yep, and it's about a foot away, Alex.
Oh, shoot.
Let go, let go, let go. There it is.
Yep. Got him. Nice. Nice. Another nice crappie. Come on, buddy. All right, let's just get you out of there. There we go. A little bit smaller.
Nice eater, though.
Not too small, though. Nice eater. Probably another 11-incher. This was a Rattle Master. That other one was just a pink. This one's got a bigger head, bigger mouth, even though the fish doesn't look as big. Oh, did I got to over that one. Here it is. Let's show you guys what this looks like.
Sneak through real quick to get this.
Perfect. Here we go. Another one. Let's get a measure on this guy. Just a little smaller. Just touching 10.5 inches. All right. Well,
I kind of use 11 as my mark.
this was high in the water column. I'm going to take a quick picture of it so we can get it into the tournament, and then we will throw her back.
Randy's asking, what bait feeder are you running for the ice? See it up there.
What bait feeder am I running?
Yep.
This is the Kuma CBF 500. I love those. I also have some of the CBF 1000s from Akuma. Those are my two go-to. Panfish, the 500s are fine. Walleye, or like pike or something like that. If a burbot, I'll go to the 1000s. I got those usually on those rod.
Hey guys, Alex has got one coming up to him.
Here we go.
Alex is on.
I'm hooked up. Cody's gonna get doubled up here right now. Hopefully.
Alex has got Crappie.
This might be the biggest fish of the night. Barely. Probably about the same size as the first one. 11 and a half, 11 and 3/4. Gotta get this thing out of its mouth. Nice size crappie.
Sorry, guys.
Whoa. Swallow that. Come on out. The rod out of the way.
Just a second, Alex.
Woo-wee. Yeah, nice fish. All right, let's go ahead and throw her on the board.
Alex,
you're hooked up?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna harvest this one, so we're good. That looks like a harvester too, maybe. Cody hooked up.
Even no skunk.
That's right. Getting it done.
This one I'd like to throw back real quick.
Okay, all right. Throw her back. All right, here's the one that I caught. We can see with the mouth closed, tail pinched, just touching 11 inches. That's a fish donkey fish. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that. Catch and Cook is the fish batter company that was started by Jay Siemens and his buddy. But what I heard recently from somebody is that somebody bought it from them. I don't know who it was. Was it Field or Frost? Anybody hear that? They purchased maybe an Eskimo biome, or to my daughter Ella, get a shout out. We are watching together. Heck yeah! Hey Ella, thanks for watching. Trig's asking, when are we going fishing again, Alex and Cody? It's been a while. Headed into the house from the workshop. Thanks for all the things you share on the channel. Learned lots along the way. Take care, Cody.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
Thanks, Drew. Oh yeah, it's mine now, Trig says. Good for you, man. Thanks, Drew. There's a lot more coming, so stay tuned, man. We're just ramping up. We're just getting going. There'll be a lot more coming. A lot of open water this year, too. I kind of took last summer off.
Why?
Creating content. I had a baby.
Baby or wife did.
That is fair.
Don't take the credit.
That's true. That is true.
Your lovely wife had it.
She had a baby. She had our baby. So I took some time off to focus on that. And I'm buying my first ever boat in the spring.
What you getting?
I have no clue. No clue. Be a first boat. So it's not going to be a new boat. It's going to be something I probably find on Marketplace. Or it could be new if I find like a killer deal on something somewhere.
Oh, if Trig's taking over his dad's boat. There you go, Trig.
Forget the boat and get a core ice shack. But I'm already in one.
The boat?
They do. Your feet will get wet.
Your feet will?
Like to your ankles. But you're not going to sink.
Have you tried this?
No. But I've talked to people that have.
Whenever somebody says that you see your ankle playing, who tested it?
Somebody that's been wet to their ankles. Yeah, there used to be a couple of videos on YouTube. I think they took them off.
Does that mean you can put the motor down?
Maybe you could.
Lund Impact. That is a great boat.
I'm looking for cheap, like first boat cheap. But it needs to be a good boat. The boat that I want to get, if I can get it within my cheap budget, is a walleye boat. So I want a deep V on it. I'd love for it to be a fiberglass boat. And I want a full windshield on it. That's what I want. In right around the 18 and a half to 19, probably the range. Maybe even a 17 and a half to 19 is kind of where the length I'm looking at. But I don't want to spend an arm and a leg on it because it's my first boat. What I've learned through buying all the other things that I bought over the years is it's sometimes nice if it's really foreign to you to get something that you know isn't going to be your final thing, because you're going to learn the little things that you wish you had. And so that way, when you do go and make the bigger investment, kind of nice. And seeing as I've never had a boat before, I had a super decked out fishing kayak though.
You still got it?
Nope. Got rid of it in the fall. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Under me.
We'll see.
Under me by a foot.
It'll be kind of fun too, because I'll get to rig it up, deck it out.
What the heck was that?
He like touched it and ran.
I still want to know what was doing swirlies all the way up.
How are you with fiberglass work, Rob? I've never tried it, so probably not you.
Each boat has their advantage and disadvantage.
17.5 would be fine 90% of the time. Yeah, glass is nice, but way fewer options. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm going to end up with a aluminum boat to start.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's still nice. Not as nice in rougher water though.
Yeah. You got more weight, sinks down. That's the way it's a little bit better.
So who knows? We'll see. Alex, you should get an aluminum boat for the rivets. Oh, for the rivers. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I live like right on the Rum River. So not but like I'm like 2 minutes away from it. So that thing does not look big.
No.
But yeah, that would be fun. Launch into the rivers, because then you can, because I can take the rum. Oh no, the dam is there. Can't get around the dam. I was gonna say I could take the Rum River down to the Mississippi. It is, I guess it is. I go down. Yeah, it is downstream.
Maybe a thing you only do once.
Yeah, that would be fun right there. Fish the where the rum connects to the Mississippi there in Anoka. That's where they do a lot of the kayak bass tournaments in that area, because there's good bass fishing there.
We got two fish on the right side.
Yep.
One is underneath the view. Well, guys, I think I'm going to give it another 11 minutes. 9:45. Then I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate you guys, all the feedback, talking, made it fun.
Yeah, this has been a blast. Thanks for the invite out.
3.5 hours already. Almost 3.5.
Yeah. So I'll be fishing here overnight. We'll turn the live stream off here right about when right around that in about 10 minutes here, 5-10 minutes, we'll turn it off. And then we will be I will be fishing overnight out here and fishing the whole weekend. So there'll be some good content. If you're not already following the YouTube channel or on Facebook, make sure you do that. On Instagram, X, all the platforms. Sometimes I post photos of the things that I'm getting into. Make sure you follow along if you want to see the journey. And then there'll be actual videos coming out in the coming weeks of the trip. And I think I'm dropping a YouTube video of a fishing trip that I did that week when we had like the super cold weather, where it got like negative 46 wind chill, I think it was when I filmed the video. That's coming out probably Saturday this weekend. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited about that one. It was gonna be cool. I got an opportunity to use the Arctic anchor in that video. Ooh. Yeah. I didn't, let's put it this way. I probably could have gotten out of it just fine without it. Or if I would have disconnected and done, I don't want to spoil the video, but I could have done a few things to
So
probably.
you're saying your momentum was greatly reduced.
Yes. If I would have had more momentum, I would have been fine. If I would have disconnected and tried yanking from another angle, I probably would have been fine too. But I was like, you know what? We're gonna whip out the Arctic anchor and give her a go. It worked like a dream. All right, we're glowed up. We got the trifecta of 3 waxies on, our jigging spoon. We're gonna see how this goes. I would say what's been working for me tonight is jigging, glow, and waxies. Yep. That's been the ticket. I think, did we catch one fish on the minnow? One of the dead sticks, and that was it.
Yeah.
One fish, one dead stick, and that was on a minnow. Were you catching on waxies or minnow? Or minnow head?
Mine came
or plastic.
Plastic.
Plastic. How's the day bite on this lake? You good?
You'd have to go into the weeds.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try tomorrow before I head out.
Get plenty of fish over here.
Mm.
Maybe it's time to reel him up some. He's coming straight for it. Alex just reeled up the dead stick.
And now he's finally coming, and maybe that's what it was. He needs to be. Oh, there it is. He's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it. He didn't get it though yet. Oh, he might have it.
I think he has it.
Yeah, I got black line. Yeah.
Set it. Oh.
Still got the minnow. He didn't get the minnow.
You're off. Wait.
Dropping it too, so that way see if back for it.
Where are you? I saw you over there.
Right?
I
Sheesh.
saw your rod tip loading up.
I know, yeah, because I was slowly pulling and it was loading, but he might have just only had the minnow
That's
in his mouth and not the hook. Because that's just the red, single red hook on dorsal hook. But he might have hit the head or the tail.
maybe you need to put dead sticks up high.
Yeah, go to like that. That was 10
7
speed.
feet.
You can freaking ignore this thing. Tell you the truth. Oh, I see him. It's right at 12. 10 right there.
Hey, good night, Frank.
Good night, Frank. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chatting.
Come on, fish.
Come on, let's get a nice big one here to wrap her up.
They're swimming around.
Cody. You missed. Snip the fin.
I think it was just a short bite.
Yeah, I think so too. He had it in his mouth. Because the rod was bending, and I saw it like the
You know,
flap
underneath
when
you.
it. Oh, really?
Yeah, right there.
See that? Here, buddy, 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 buddy. You got one coming from the left.
He's leaving. That's fishing for you.
Mm-hmm. It's just sometimes more frustrating when you can see it happen.
I know. Oh, there's a big
Here
one
we
out
go.
to the right.
Here we go. Ooh, fish under me. Oh, here we go. We got some stuff happening here in the middle.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Hold still.
Nope. I'm gonna pull it away. See if he grabs it. I think he's got it. Oh, no.
It's coming up.
Big one. Reaction bite. Lift her up.
Got two.
Dropping down. Let's see if they chase. This one is chasing.
Yours is coming to me. Unless you just get it turned.
Coming to you.
Got ah, ah.
No. There's two of them though.
I know.
I just turned the gain up. Here he comes. Here he comes.
But keep away.
I like it.
We get too close to the bottom of the ice.
Yeah, well, yeah, when they start that high up, that is part of the kind of tricky. We're gonna try something that may make the screen not look great, but we may be able to see our lures a little better up high. Is if we turn our TVG off. Look at that. Now we can see so much better up high, but we see more of the artifacts in the beam in the water. But you can see that fish following him so much better now.
He hit it once and
then he swam away. You got him? Nice. Nice crappie to end the night, Cody. Woo! You guys probably can't see. We can go like this so you can. Got a nice one. Very nice, Cody. Killer.
Nice crappie. And it is 9:48. I have a feeling if we don't, we'll be out here till
Yep.
live stream till
Morning.
3 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. We'll regret that because we are 20 anymore.
Let's get a better view of it here. I clicked on the wrong one. Hold on. Here we go. Nice. This one right here. Nice, Cody. Straighten your tail out. Look at that fish. How big do you think that is? 12? Close to 12? 11 and a half? Nice fish. Nice
Good
fish.
eater fish.
Good eater.
So,
Good job. Nice job, Cody.
thanks, guys.
All right. Well, I think on that note, we're going to sign off. We caught a nice fish to end the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, check out Cody online, Cody Hill or Chill Guide Service. I'll drop the links is a pinned comment down below here and on Facebook, YouTube and Facebook, and then I'll link it down in the description. Check him out. He's the guy that invited me out here, got me on this night bite crappie spot. I'm going to be fishing all night long, so you guys have to stay tuned to the channel. We'll have a video coming out on that. So thank you again so much, and until next time, take it easy.